It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my partners, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And coming right up, we'll see Montreal playing against Denver. Well, for Denver, they don't want to disappoint the hometown.
Bye, Ernie.
It's time for some hoops at Pepsi Center, home of the Nuggets, and we're going to bring it to you live on 2K Sports. Along tip-off goes to Montreal. All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for Montreal, Harrison Barnes is out there with Young. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Satoransky in at the shooting guard. Shot clock at 6. And that one hits back iron. Hayward against Barnes. And stolen by Barnes. There's the dish to Paul. Screen by Capella. Barnes outside. Great D that time from Love. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He dishes it to Rubio. Elbow shot. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Rubio's got the first points up on the board for the Nuggets.
And Ricky Rubio, known mostly for his ability to pass it and create opportunities for teammates, but I think he's an underrated defender at that point guard spot, and maybe doesn't get the credit he deserves defensively.
And Vucevic kicks to Hayward. Vucevic setting the pick for Hayward. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Here is Hayward. 23 points for him the last game against Utah. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Vucevic. And Capella sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. There's Hollis Jefferson. For Montreal, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Here's Barnes. Barnes with another miss.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Shot clock at 6. Rubio with it. He's picked up by Paul. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Capella.
Well, a great battle last year as the season finished off between the Nuggets and Blazers to make the playoffs. Denver did not. So they made some trades, tried to make a push. This year they've got to make some improvements and maybe find themselves in one of those top 8 slots to play in the postseason.
How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
And Rubio kicks to Hayward. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And Brent, for the Nuggets, you get the feeling of excitement for this franchise.
Well, you feel like this team's not just going to make the playoffs once, but could have a very effective long run in the Western Conference, and they're going to be playing a style that a lot of their fans and certainly fans around the league are going to appreciate. Off-ball movement and passing. There's a team in Golden State that seemed to do that with great effectiveness.
Paul. Rubio with the rebound. Denver in the lead. Hayward on the wing. Feeds to Vucevic. Hayward against Barnes. Pulls up on the elbow. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
They set the pick. Paul outside. Offensive rebound. Great D that time from Vucevic.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there. And he made him attempt a difficult layup.
Picked by Vucevic. And it's Rubio penetrating. Nice job coming off that screen. Rubio's got his second basket of the game.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Well, tremendous focus with the bigger guy all over him. It speaks to the toughness he has down there.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets lead by 5. From all right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And when you consider how Denver is doing. Here's Rubio. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. And as he gets later and later in his career, it is clear that Chris Paul is one of the great point guards Brent ever to play.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Chris Paul could be the second greatest point guard ever to play in the NBA. Certainly has never dominated the way that Magic Johnson has, and most of that because of the height and not looking to score as much. But he's right there on that Stockton level, that Isaiah Thomas level. Appreciate the way he goes about his business.
We've got Hayward. Vucevic is out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 2. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Dishes to Love. Pass to Rubio. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. 6 on the shot clock. Hayward passes to Hollis Jefferson. 13 feet away. And the shot is good. Hollis Jefferson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nuggets.
One of the better shots in his arsenal. Someone has to rotate.
Paul kicks to Barnes. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Here's Hayward. That's in. Coming off an assist from Rubio. Hayward's got 6 points.
Well, that's some good O there. Always like to see them getting those interior looks.
Young, a screen on Hayward. Here's Barnes. No good that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still their ability to stay composed was impressive.
But it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
And Gordon Hayward has increased his scoring average every season he's been in the league. And couple that last year also a career high in offensive efficiency. The guy is just a budding superstar. And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Ball against Rubio. Love with the screen for Rubio. To the right side. And again, Denver no good. And Gordon Hayward has worked on his strength, but also his balance, adding boxing, Greg, as you were talking about, to his off-season training.
Yeah, great point. I mean, the strength, the balance, and footwork make him a great slasher. This guy gets in the lane and just has a knack for working himself to the foul line.
Paul, again, Montreal scores.
Deceptive speed from Paul there. You never know what he's going to do.
Rubio against Paul. Here's the floater. Love, no luck. Montreal trails by 3. Paul outside. And it's Young at the elbow. Barnes outside. No good. That would have tied it.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Hayward dishes to Rubio. Now the feed to Love. Kicks it out to Rubio. They grab their own miss. And Love with his second chance points.
Kevin Love refusing to give up possession of the basketball after that miss, giving it all he's got down there.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Montreal shooting their first free throw of the game right now. And the technical free throw is good. "15 seconds left in the first half. Here's Satoransky. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The three from Barnes. That shot off. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the... Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime
And
Show.
hello again. We have an exhilarated, a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter was a heated battle, and they were only outscored by 1, ending the half with a 4. And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan.
The Denver skyline looking absolutely gorgeous tonight as we return to the Mile High City. Welcome back, everybody. Rubio with it. On the court right now for Montreal. Young out there with Harrison Barnes. Then it's Chris Paul. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Satoransky in at the shooting guard position. Rubio, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Traps in the tray. Love's got the lead up to 7 now for Denver. Well, we don't have a chalkboard here to draw it up, but if you could explain it, what's your favorite inbounds play when you really need a bucket?
All right, Kevin, so the guy goes to the right. He comes off the down pick, and then on the backside, you run the hammer, and you dribble to the right side. You throw along the baseline, but you're looking for the 4-man on the slip, and also the 5-man's popping back for the jump shot. Got it?
I got it. I like the run the hammer. Run the hammer. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
Barnes kicks to Paul. Screen by Capella. Lob pass to Capella. Good on that shot, and with that, the Nugget lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Young.
Yeah, starting the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
Exactly, that's the kind of possession, ending with an easy one right at the bucket that you love to get early on. Builds confidence for the entire team.
And Paul gets it to go in.
Chris Paul is just so comfortable and so confident. He's got such a quick release, too, off the bounce on that pull-up jumper.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. Picked by Vucevic. Hayward outside to the paint. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Paul kicks to Satoransky. Here's Barnes. Again, Montreal scores.
Well, great start. Check that box. They've made their first 4 shots, guys, and the offense looking very fluid right now.
Pass to Love. He kicks it to Hayward. To the inside. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Hayward. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Barnes kicks to Paul. Baseline try. At the tip. Vucevic with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 3. Rubio with it. He's picked up by Paul. Picked by Vucevic. Hayward from outside. Connects from 3-point range. Hayward's got 11 points. And Mike Malone, who is known for his defense, dealing with the team breadth that really lacks a defensive bite at times. It's something that he's trying to change in terms of culture.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. It's a bit of a nibble right now in Denver. But you look at Mike Malone's past and all the other stops where his defensive teams have improved throughout the year. So it's a bumpy ride with Denver. A lot of young players who he has to make sure realize the importance of the defensive end of the floor.
Love the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Rubio with a wide open look. Off target from outside. Montreal trails by 4.
If they play it right, we're talking a 2-for-1.
Yeah, this is where it comes down to really good clock management, and you want to maximize each of your possessions.
Denver's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. There's the pass to Vucevic. Shoots over Capella, and it's Vucevic missing. Rubio against Paul. Good D by Rubio.
The defense was in the area, but not really effective. He has to put away this layup.
And we've reached the end of the third. Nuggets lead by 4. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
But it's about defense down here.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Montreal trails by 4. We've got Hollis Jefferson, Kevin Love out there with Vucevic, and it's Hayward, and it's Rubio in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Paul kicks to Barnes. Offensive rebound, Satoransky. Good D by Rubio. Nuggets shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Three-pointer, Hayward, Love. And Love with his second chance points. Love's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nuggets.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Inside, and the dunk by Capella.
Not sure how people underestimate continually how great Chris Paul has been. Sixth sense kind of stuff there, knowing where his teammate was.
And Rubio kicks to Hayward. Again, the miss by Hayward. Montreal trails by 4. Pass to Satoransky. Back to Barnes. Five to shoot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
That's good from Barnes. Barnes hits them both. The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Rubio. Picked by Vucevic. And Rubio kicks to Love. Here's Vucevic. It's rebounded by Montreal.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
To tie it up. Jump shot is good that time. Paul's got it all tied up now for Montreal.
Well, Paul feels so at ease shooting from the mid-range. You can see how easily that shot comes right off his fingertips, and a great release there.
It's a pick by Love. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Vucevic down low. Capella covering. And the basket is good.
Interior D lacking, and it couldn't be at a worse time giving up that easy.
Well, just an incredibly slow rotation. That is someone's responsibility and something they're going to need to discuss.
Here's Paul. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hayward dishes to Vucevic, and the shot goes in. And now a 4-point Nugget lead.
Yeah, crucial basket there. And as long as they've got that mismatch, big on small, they've got to take it in.
The more that you level up in the game of basketball, it becomes about the matchups, identifying the weakest link, and then exploiting it.
And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line. Sends Chris Paul to the free throw line. Ricky Rubio picks one up, and that one falls for Paul.
Tremendous job at the line, as usual. You can always bank on him in those situations.
Picked by Vucevic. And Rubio kicks to Hayward. And a miss there on the triple.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Barnes, screen on Hayward. Satoransky, the pass to Barnes. Paul against Rubio. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Oh, that is the play of the game.
Nothing more rewarding than hitting the big shot for your team.
Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 1. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Chris Paul.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well Mike Malone talked to his team during that last timeout. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. See if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Barnes kicks to Satoransky. Screen by Capella. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
Yeah, we're really trying to sell it out there, but the official just, he ain't buying.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And now we've got the intentional foul. It's the first. That will put them up by 2.
And, you know, for all the talk about Rubio's passing, I think one thing that gets overlooked is his defense. Both his on the ball and defensive rebounding are very strong for the point guard position.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
Capella with a screen on Rubio. Stolen by Rubio. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Paul for 3. Love grabs the board. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in. Barnes dishes to Young. Paul with the 3. So we see Denver get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
It got ugly. Real ugly. Hayward dropping 39 on him. Rubio with 24. Love with 21 and 21. Ooh. Vucevic with 18 and 21. Hollis Jefferson with 12. Oh boy, 45 from Paul. Harry Barnes with 30 and 18 off of 4 for 12. Thad Young with 12. Capella with 12 and 21. Satoransky with Kevin Love's stat line. Gotta hit your shots, though. Killed it from the paint. That's all she wrote. That's it, man. That's it. Also helps that they had 6 extra free throws, but a lot of those came from garbage time.